Today I chose not to let anything win but my drive to get me to the top.
Frank Lee made the beat.
What it do, KTTeeV? This is KT, and I'm coming at you live with another episode of the Daily K Podcast. And on today's episode, we have Mr. Darnell HTX from Broadcast Houston. How you doing today, Mr. Darnell?
Much love, big love for having me, taking the time out. It's 8 o'clock on a Monday, and I just appreciate you deeming me worthy to speak to.
Say, man, cut it out, man. The way y'all got it going in these streets, man, I am honored, man. The awards, anywhere that I see Mika happy to be, I'm excited, man. Oh, Mika Diamond, man.
Okay, shout out Mika Diamond. Yeah, she pulled up, yeah.
Yeah, man. So before we jump into things, man, I always like to do that wellness check as we living in these crazy times, man. So how have you been during this pandemic and staying safe, man, with the broadcasting?
So, I mean, right now, like we're doing right now, we're on this Skype call. You know what I'm saying? I love the in-person. I mean, this is still like a one-on-one, so this is cool. But, you know, sometimes you can't really feel the energy, you know what I'm saying, electricity in the room sometimes. But, you know, to stay safe, this definitely is one thing. Got a lot of stuff planned. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But, you know what I'm saying, I've lost like 5 YouTube channels, and I still have quite a few up that are doing pretty good. One just crossed 20,000. And so I'm going to be doing some, I won't say YouTube tutorials, but like some monetize your brand stuff. And that's going to be on Zoom. And just really like just virtual concerts to where like we're filming stuff and then just putting it out for the people to consume.
Yeah, man, those virtual concerts. I know you did one of them. Like this wouldn't be your first one, though. You did a few, like maybe a few years back or so.
So in the past 365 days, we have a Valentine's one, we have a Christmas one. I want to get some artists. There's so much stuff happening right now, but I want to get some artists together and do another Christmas where we take some singers and they just cover a lot of Christmas songs. Just bring some holiday cheer, post that, and then they get exposure. Somebody might not know their music, but they might love this Christmas. And man, I like this person's voice. Let me go check out their original music.
Come on, man. That's it, man. And so as we talking about getting into things, man, give us a little bit of background on you, man, and the decision that prompted you to even start Broadcast Houston.
How much time do we have?
Hey, hey, the informative but condensed version then.
Okay. So, like I think I was telling you offline, our earliest first festival was 2012. It was called the You Ain't Heard This Yet Festival. I like to film. I love music. I knew some DJs, some photographers. We rented out a park and we just did it. We filmed it. We put it on DVD. We gave it to the artists before like the whole streaming game was real, you know what I'm saying, like it is now. But it was a DVD. We distributed those around the city, and that was the You Ain't Heard This Yet Festival. We did another one at a club. We've done Los Magnificos car shows. We've done our own, I've if you can name it, like they've done it. And so corporate America, you know what I'm saying, I had to go and get my money, you know what I'm saying. So in 2016, I was in oil and gas. So it was an oil and gas crisis, and unfortunately I was laid off. And so I always had the name Broadcast Houston in the back of my mind. And so basically I just ran with it, got the logo done. And in 2016, I just basically said nobody will outfilm me. And so 16, 17 for sure. If somebody outfilmed me in 16 and 17, I just want to see their work, you know. But I everywhere, not just Houston, just anybody who was hopping in front of the microphone, in front of the camera, I interviewed them, I let them talk, concerts, everything. And that really just grew Broadcast Houston as people may know it. In 17, we had our first BH Awards, which is our annual award show. Had some pretty big names, rappers, singers, everything. And 17 backdoor. 17 had it, 18 had the Warehouse Live, and I won't even name drop. They can go back and look at some of the stuff. And just recently we had our honors ceremony, and it's been a blessing just to honor people in Houston and meet a lot of creatives, because it's not just music, it's not just media, it's not just who has the most followers, it's people that's really out here working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what it's about, man. I was fortunate enough to do the Beyond the Night art show with my boy KT, and we was downtown. And man, like I say, it was more than just media, more than just music, man. We talking art, we talking people who are just flat out creative, man. And so that's kind of what I did on starting the second podcast. I got the Underground Kings and Queens podcast, but it's more of just, man, it's not about, you think it's about art, but we talking about like artists, poets, anything of that nature, man, because
we're all connected in the mainframe, man. Like everybody needs to respect. So a rapper needs to respect the producer's craft. Producer need to respect the videographer's craft. The videographer needs to respect the media personality's craft. Needs to respect the media outlet that actually put. And so if everybody respects everyone's craft, then there's different ways that you can generate revenue doing each thing, and you kind of partner with different people and make your brand even bigger.
Yes sir, yes sir. So man, thinking about the recent news surrounding the Mo3, the Boosie, all this, I looked as I researched, man. I seen y'all had the last, I want to say, was that the last show he did in Houston? So man, you know how people say, I could tell something was up, or some people know when they're about to pass, man. Just thinking about that night, how was it? And did you feel anything or see anything different? You'd be like, now kind of flashing back, I kind of see these things happen. Did you see anything of that nature?
So at the actual concert, no, it was a regular concert. Everything was dope. I even filmed some of the opening acts. So that was at this spot on the east side. It's called Exquisite Lounge. After the show, I did like some post interviews outside in the parking lot and everything. And some of the rappers were like, "Hey man, we ain't performed here, but we going to be live. We performing, man. I'm gonna chunk you some money to come film. It's a strip club, right? And so come film there. Mo3 is gonna be performing there as well." I said, man, I got all this stuff to edit. I'ma pass, right? I wake up in the morning. Mo3 car had got shot up before he didn't even get a chance to get into V Live to even perform. So it's like people knew he was gonna be there, and then as soon as his car pulled up, I think his car got shot up before he even made it into the club, so nobody even performed. Omen, yes, and that's why I really said that. So mine wouldn't be the last one. Technically, that V Live would have been the last performance, but he didn't even make it in that night, and this is before everything had even happened. And so that, if that omen, that would have been the omen of all omens.
Man, that is crazy. Like I didn't even know that part about being shot up, man. So like,
just Google it. Yeah. In case you everybody, in Houston. This was in Houston.
Yeah, that's in Houston, man. So man, I tell you, when them boys is out. Okay, man. Dang, boy, that's crazy. And so, man, looking at the media, I started my company, and like you say, it was more about doing it for other people, giving other people that platform, and then in return, that's how you grow on the back end, man. Simply stand down till I come up. And so, what was the first interview, man, where you seen your company turn the corner and you was like, okay, I'm here now? Which one was it, man?
Man, so I like a lot of interviews, you know what I mean? And so like, I don't say it's a loaded question, but I know the stuff people want to hear me name drop or whatever. But like, if I had this, I like all of my interviews. Each one is different. And we talk life. Like if I'm talking with an artist or a business, I'm always talking life. But if I had to answer the question, like most people, like a one-on-one interview, they'll probably say to Megan Thee Stallion. I just like less than 7 days ago just had the opportunity to interview Jay Prince Sr. and we talked about, a lot of stuff. You're talking about the Mo3 and King Von and everything. Those are like, celeb-wise, two standouts, man. Benny Siegel was big. Yolanda Adams was big. Tamia, Donnell. I've interviewed a lot of people, I don't brag anything like that, but I really like, a lot of those are short-lived. Zero looking like anybody in Houston, like I probably interviewed them all once or twice or three times. I'm a Roll, Paul Wall, K Reno, whoever. But, I really enjoy hearing people's story that I don't know. So many times you ask questions to celebrities, it's run of the mill, they on a run and the same thing. When you get down to somebody, kind of like right now, this is our first time talking, right? I love those because I'm experiencing the person at the same time the audience is, and I think the questions are more genuine, and you get a better interview.
Yeah, man. And then another thing was I learned that few seconds of dead air, like right after they stop talking, and usually if you quiet enough, they'll come back with some more, and then that be the answer that you're really looking for.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that's coming from a little deeper place. So I understand, man. Like I said, congratulations on all that success, brother, and just repping for the city, man.
I appreciate you deeming me worthy, man. Like,
Hey, man.
I see you working, I see a YouTube number, so don't think me like I'm checking everybody out. You know what I mean? And so like I can tell, like, though you might not be as seasoned, you know what I mean, like hitting the ground running, like. And I don't know if you're proud of your view count right now, but like YouTube is that. You see what I'm saying? Instagram, anybody can go viral on Instagram or whatever. They post a half nude picture or a chain or something. But if you got those YouTube numbers, people are really consuming your content. But like, I mean, just don't stop.
Yeah, man. Can't quit, man. And so that was my next question. So when the pandemic hit, did it slow you down, or did you kind of adjust and start doing the interviews like this?
And so I do more than interviews. So like I really, if I would say, got popping in broadcast Houston is popping, concerts, being in the streets. A lot of my interviews were, hey, like I can't interview Lil Kiki. I can't reach out to Zero's PR. I'm just going to pop up the way they are. You put the camera and the light in somebody's face and they got a new album dropping, they're going to talk about it. So when I was brand new, you know, I just show love. And then people, like, some people know my face. Some people know the mic flag. Some people know, you know, whatever it is. But, hey, Broadcast Houston, I think the general consensus in the city is they support, I mean, you know, the female rappers, the gay models, the male models. You see, like, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? It's never been about this group of people is all I'm gonna cover. You see what I'm saying? I've done some rock and pop. I've done a lot. You know, I can't even tell you how much I've done. But that answer the question. I'm not even sure what the question was. Okay, and so COVID-19, I got a lot of footage, and like I said, I'm not sure if you would start recording yet. So I've had 5 YouTube channels taken down, and so though I've backed some of that up, some I've not. If I don't film for the next 2 or 3 years, I got enough new content to put out just on reposting old stuff, or, you know what I mean, just content. But really just, like you said, virtual shows, things like that, things where, okay, I'm not charging people to get in, but we're just going to have y'all 12 people and we're just going to film this and we're just going to put it out and not really have any space in it.
Yeah. And you're right about that content, man, because I was trying at one point to kind of like film maybe like 2 weeks out, but once we started going virtual and it was easier to kind of connect with people, man, I got so much content, man. It's like, man, and the thing is, the pandemic and life is changing, so the conversations are really dated when you talk about what's happening, you know, around you and stuff. So it'd be really a push to get them things out, man. So.
Oh yeah, content, and I feel it's content is king, the clarity, and it's first too. I mean, if you break something before I do, you gonna mess around and probably get, you know, more of the views from that, you know. So yeah, definitely, getting it out first is a big deal.
Yeah, and as we build our platforms, you know, the powers can be either good or bad. So with the good side, are you working with like entrepreneurs on top of the artists and everybody else you're interviewing, kind of to like do anything with small businesses in the city, minority businesses?
Man, so the honors, right? And so we kind of took the BH Awards into the honors, and to answer your question and not do too much history, we have 36 categories. So you can add this up in your head. So we do a top 10 in each category. So that's 360 individuals or brands that we are highlighting almost a black yellow pages and saying, hey, this person is dope in their craft. And so we used to do live voting on the website. Now we're just like alphabetized. Hey, it's KTTeeV. So we never put ourselves in there. So it's never broadcast, or maybe some other media outlets, right? And then we basically say, hey, you're being honored. We put you on the site. Other people can go view it. Everybody's 9 other people. Well, actually, you would be on a list of 40. It's a top 10, 10, 10, 10. And so you have 39 other people that's reposting proud of what they've done. and they're basically almost forced to promote you as a top 10 in your thing. And then we follow up with a event, and it's called the honor ceremony. We let you come out, we have a 4-course meal, we let people dress up and everything, and then you get to get on stage. So not like your average award show, you get on stage with the other 9 people that were honored as a media personality or their media outlet. You'll say your acceptance speech, you'll get your award, y'all take a group picture, and guess what? The big part is y'all network. So there's 9 other people that you may or may not have known. In most cases, I'm finding out people don't know, because we're not doing cliques and batches and groups of people. It's more like who's been working on the north, on the south, who's the female, make sure we got some male representation. And so you all take a picture like, man, you want one too? What do? Y'all follow each other. And so we trying to build that unity. And the whole point of it is not to say, hey, we're the biggest outlet out here, we get to give out awards, or even saying that we're even relevant. It's just bringing people together and forcing people almost to network in a city that's, I'm not sure how long you've been in here, it's kind of cliquish. And, you know, some people are standoffish and some people are just timid normally. But if you, hey, man, like, I've been doing this, man, I got my followers up, I just hit 1,000 followers, this, that, and the other, and you hear somebody else, man, that person, I never knew that person. And y'all are both dressed up and y'all already took a group picture. We've already kind of broken that ice for people. And so it's not about who's the best, it's about breaking ice. And so you don't have to work with everybody, but you might see somebody you want to work with.
Yeah, and that's how it is, man. I'm gearing up for Loud Fest. So y'all gonna be out there this year?
I'm not sure if we're gonna be there. We do so much. It's so much that, you know what I mean? Like, it's so much to do. But I think a few of my people, they'll be out there. Representation, DJ Nightcap, I rock with him heavy. He's been Broadcast Houston. He's out there. So yeah, Broadcast Houston is always like, I feel like if I'm personally not there, we're represented all the time.
Representing, man. And I was just thinking about that, you know, as I'm in that group of media people, you know, that's that place, man. You think about being timid or either you finna get yourself out here. So just putting that networking forward, man, the same way, just kind of reaching out, man. You see, I had to hit you up a few times. Well, what about now? Or, you know,
yeah, I mean,
it's
and
about
this is the perfect time. I was so busy, and so I got more information for you. So I want to skip through everything real fast. I mean, so much. I don't know how many questions you got from how much time.
Man, talk to me.
You got me. So I mean, I got a lot of information, and I'm very articulate. So
yes, sir, man. And that's it, though. So when you got ready to put the ceremony together, the awards, man, what made you really go out and say, I want to do this for the first time, man? Like, that's a big thing.
The honors is not the BH Awards. So like I said, the BH Awards was an annual award show. And so shout out to Hasi, shout out to everybody that's done an award show, Hustle Hard Award, Bobby Hustle, you know, Go DJ Awards. I've been to like a few of them, and there, so I'm doing media, right? And so I'm looking how they do things, the red carpet or whatever, and I was like, you know what, this is a great way to unite people, you know, not even on some competition type stuff, but really on like, this is, and so like the Go DJ Awards, right? They are, it's a DJ, MC type of situation, right? So they're dealing in the clubs. They might know, you know, media personalities, hosts, strip clubs, and all that type of stuff. Like I said, my thing, I interviewed everybody. And so I'm not even sure if I answered that question to you, but yes, we definitely do. We have 4 small business categories, top 10. So that would be 40 small businesses, and that would be a product and a service on the north and south side. So we got a top 10 product on the north and south. We got a top 10 service on the north and south. And so these are 40 businesses. And so that's just 40 of the 360. And so like, I'm looking at it from a wide view, and I understand that, you know, promoters need businesses to be vendors. You see what I'm saying? Vendors need regular people to come buy their stuff. The artist entertain, the MC keeps people, you know, and so the DJ, and so the venue owner, like, none of this can happen without the other person. We have people that think being a rapper is the best thing, or being a videographer, or I want to be a PR, and so everybody is, like I said, we connected with this mainframe. I think even in a bigger, my belief system is just, you know, we're all connected through God. God is that general mainframe, and we're all connected through him some type of way.
Yes, sir.
And so really just taking that logic and saying that, you know, normally there are rappers are glorified or the singers, or maybe have something to do with models or whatever. And we just wanted to be that platform that said everyone is relevant. Here are the top people in each one of these categories.
That's it, man. And so
That was the reason.
I know you say you're setting up to get ready to do the YouTube for the monetize your brand. So if somebody right now looking at this and they saying, let me check that out, what is the first thing that you come out the gate telling people to kind of start that process?
So it'll be on Zoom, and it'll be like a group chat type of situation, and it'll be kind of together. I'm gonna be like a seminar, but like everything I do is super. It's well thought out, but it's just not like this. And so I want to hear, like, if I was talking to you, what are you doing? Okay, so you're a media house, so it'll be easy for me because but somebody might be a hairdresser, somebody might be a rapper, somebody might be a PR specialist. So the beautiful thing about YouTube, and it won't just be YouTube, but it'll be like different ways to monetize a brand. YouTube is one of those things to where if you have influence and you have expertise in something, and people are following you on another platform for that influence and that expertise, if you can, this is what I always say when I film, whether I'm filming a commercial or a promo or a music video, my goal, if you pay me to do something, my goal is to give it to your following and my following, if I'm posting it on my page, in a way to make them react. And I think most of the time, a lot of people just want the heart. I see a little heart thing. Can you react? It's that heart right there that I just gave you, that didn't make you any money. And so you want people to start reacting. And though the hearts kind of show you, hey, I'm interested. I feel like the hearts are, I'm interested. Now, sell me something. Do I click a button? Do I buy something? Do I come out? How do I support you? And everything is not monetized. You see what I'm saying? So somebody might want to give a service away for you for free. And somebody else that you know that they don't know might need that service. You bring those two people together and you get, and so, there's different ways to monetize. And so we'll be talking about those things. Obviously, I have a lot of don'ts. Since I've lost like 5 YouTube channels, they're still switching up day by day. They're switching up what's going on with YouTube, but just monetizing your brand from you're growing a brand or a platform and just really taking it to that next level and not staying, because most people are, like I said, you hitting the ground running, and so boom, it's talent. It's a bunch of talent, but a lot of people get stuck to where they can't see the bigger picture. I started right here, maybe this section of town, maybe this group of people, and a lot of people never have or even surround themselves around them to, let me look at, an Asian might like this, or a white person, somebody in Afghanistan might like this. And so traveling the world as well, or if you can't travel the world, YouTube is a great way to visit the world remotely, as we're talking about right now. And just talking to different people that believe different things than you. You might find that, hey man, your thing might pop in China better than, your own hometown. And so just talking about things like that.
Yeah, man. That just, since I've been doing this, I've been able to speak to some people in Ireland, some people in Dubai, Alaska. And so, like you say, just getting it out there, man, and talking to people, bro. And that's what it's been, man. So big shout out to that. I'm looking forward to that. But this is the question, man. Man, how you losing these YouTubes, man? What's happening?
And so you're probably gonna do the do's and don'ts on the Zoom, but I can't. There's no one answer. And so I was on YouTube before there was monetization, right? And like, I guess I won't say I dislike the term content creator, but I feel like, since the pandemic, I don't know anybody from Jeezy to probably Will Smith, T.I., Lil Wayne, feel like everybody's interviewing people now, right? And so they've taken to YouTube and, they're figuring out to where they might have been, it was a waste of time for them to interview somebody to make money on YouTube. Now that's another form of income for them. And so they've changed a lot, and they're still changing daily. I understand a lot of what they've done. At one point in time, YouTube, they were paying well. I'll just say that. At a higher percentage, and I'm not sure how up you are on YouTube, but there was supposed to be this big scandal. It was ISIS, and they said they lost a lot of their advertisers because obviously it's really Google AdSense you get paid from, and so they lost a lot of. They said they lost a lot of advertisers, Walmart, McDonald's, and everything because their commercials were being put on these ISIS videos. So YouTube's response to that was, well, it's too much. You got like the real short. We're gonna pay you less money, and then we're gonna see if your stuff has. At first, it was like ISIS government type stuff against the U.S. or whatever it is. We're gonna say that these videos can't be monetized. So, well, before a lot of stuff was monetized, everything was monetized, and there was no okay, you can't do that, but now you can't twerk, can't cuss, whatever. And so they did that, and it really brought down a percentage that people were making for the same amount of views. After that, there were different things. People were stealing people's content. And think about it. If Vlad TV, you know what I'm saying, you had a great interview, right? Your best interview, maybe a celebrity. And I don't know what's good for your channel right now. Let's say 10,000. Let's say it did 10,000 in the first week. Vlad TV back in the day could take that and post your same thing on his, and he just for the sheer number of followers he has, he can make 100,000 followers on your content. And so they had to figure out a way how to, combat that. And with music and everything, and it's a lot, you know what I mean? So there's not one thing, and I feel like you have to stay up on the rules. If you do not stay up on the rules, and they change all the time. And my thing with YouTube is they kind of change without warning, and they don't really give you an opportunity, or I don't say an ample amount of opportunity to rearrange and change before that ultimate decision to like stop YouTube. And and there are strikes and there are community guidelines, and trust me, I fully understand them all. And I'm talking about tens of thousands of followers, tens of millions of views gone. Yeah. So
man, that's how it was. I just lost my Facebook. So dude, I had like one account was full with the 5,000, other had 3,000. Then I had some groups. One group I managed had 14,000. And then the other groups, I want to say probably about 3,000 between those two pages that I had for business. All those people, something happened where I had to send in, you got to send in your license and have it reviewed. So I'm waiting to have that reviewed. Hopefully I get all my stuff back, but the show must.
Did somebody hack your account?
Man, I don't know if they hacked it. It's either they hacked it or, since everybody out for the COVID, they got the AI going. So then I don't know if they was thinking that my pages were bots, because I put that work in, man. I'm posting, so I'm hitting all these groups with my podcast, things like that. So it's either one of those two, but they sure came through and swept me. So just waiting on that right now. I got one little lonely page going, man.
And hoping for the best. Yeah, I mean, so like years of work. I can't tens of thousands of videos.
Yeah, man.
I'm not exaggerating to you. I'll say like nobody out film me. I'm telling you, like tens of thousands of videos. So it really hurt me. I wanted to quit. And that's just if you have not lost tens of millions of views, tens of thousands, probably be hundreds of thousands of followers now, and like I'm telling you, it's monetized as well. Yeah, so man. You see what I'm saying? Like you can't quit. You know what I mean? No matter what comes up against you, especially I don't know if you believe everything is spiritual, but like when it's time for that big break, spiritual things are gonna happen to you. It's not gonna make sense, but that just means you're supposed to keep pushing.
Keep pushing, man. That's it. Cause that just taught me, man. Get your email list together. Make sure you get that list going. Get yourself together.
That'll be in that monetize your brand thing. Don't just rely on these social media outlets to tell your network what you're doing. Connect with your people.
Yeah, that's it, brother. That's it. So, man, as I like to do with my podcast, man, as I have young brothers, influential people, man, because I'm also a principal at the schoolhouse. So then I get to come in and show my students, well, look who I talked to. This guy's doing this. So, man, if you could give these young men, man, or anybody who's want to come up next with the broadcasting media company, just words of information or words of encouragement, man, before we get out of here, what would you say to those people, man, who want to do it?
These are the type of questions I want. You see what I'm saying? And so I in my heart, I really want to do career. I've done career fairs in corporate America and everything like that. Man, I can go on that question. High level. What age? What age group will this?
Elementary, man. I'm elementary.
Elementary
Yes,
right
sir.
now. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And so I'll say if they see what you do and they like it, you know, make that a thing. You see what I'm saying? Don't get caught up in the fame. Don't get caught up in who's who. The reason why you do something or why you begin to do something is everything. You see what I'm saying? Because there will be a time you will be in the red. You will not be in the black as soon as you start. What I mean by red and black is actually the time and the resources that you spend, you're not going to get that back starting out. And so if your whole reason was to make money or interview Drake or somebody, that's not going to happen. And a lot of people are going to fall by the wayside. And that's okay. They're just learning themselves. And this really wasn't for them. This is going to be for the people that genuinely, like I think me and you both said the same thing, genuinely want to connect with people, want to, show other people through your brand and be cross promoted in their brand. That's the spirit you need to have. So if you in the first 5 years and you haven't interviewed anybody over 5,000 followers, and I don't know how people make money or got any advertisement, nobody to pay for an interview, anything like that. If you keep doing it, you're going to beat all those people that did it for, I'm gonna say the wrong reason, because money is a great reason to do something, but if that's the only reason, you're gonna fall off. For anything, I would say don't quit your day job. I would say continue to educate yourself. Don't make it the only thing. Say I'm gonna do journalism and communications and I'm gonna be the best at this or whatever. Make sure you do some things that and like you said, grade school is too early to be talking about supporting a family, but in the same sense, I know some grade school guys that mama was working 2 jobs, not meeting ends meet, and they did do what they had to do, cutting grass or whatever. So make sure no matter what your dream is or what you're ambitious to do, make sure you can still make some money doing something. And so hone in on different skills. Be a great videographer, a good podcaster, but if you got to cut some grass or sell some candy or do whatever you do, make sure you're getting your money and try to get your money legally, because there are a lot of ways to get money illegally, but there are more ways to get it legally. So try to find those things, because once you start the illegal hustle, it's a hard cycle to break. And once you get around those types of people, it becomes you. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to chase. It's almost like it's a next high. You see what I'm saying? Fast money is like you make money fast and you spend the cash just as fast, and then you have to get it again, and you're used to getting it quickly and you're used to spending it quickly. But knowing the value of $1 is really, I might have to work a whole week to pay for something, and so you're gonna value that dollar because more time was attached to making that dollar.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it makes very, very much sense. And just to follow up with you, man, I'm telling you, never too early, man. I do a boys club on my campus. I've been doing it since, I want to say, 2014. And each year as I bring in new kids, man, the first lesson that I give them is, do you plan to live until you're 21?
Man.
And it's real. It's real, man.
Oh, I wish I would have had that, like, and I'm not even like, you hear this, right? We're supposed to be, dead in jail by 25. I didn't. So I'm a little bit older than I look, you know what I mean? And like, I didn't think I would live past 25, 30. And so just Scarface, I was listening to an interview, I forgot him and whoever it was or whatever. And so, right now, y'all pray for Scarface and everything. I think he needs a transplant and everything. But he was like, and this stuck to me, just like what you just said. He said, man, if I knew I was going to live to this age, I would have ate better. I would have drank less. I wouldn't abuse my body. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And I don't think, when you see all these rappers die and everything like that, and okay, the thing I aspired to be, Mo3 was 28. And it's like, it's the psyche of a 12-year-old, 18-year-old boy. That's all I got. Like 25, 28 might be it for me. So you hit a YOLO lifestyle. Let me just get everything done. And so we're not thinking kingdom, and I don't really want to get spiritual, but family, kids, you're not even thinking that. So you politic different. Your habits are different. You eat things, you don't eat as clean. And you know what I'm saying? And so you said boy, so man, if you the biggest decision next to choosing your creator, you see what I'm saying, as the person that you want to model your life after is the significant other that you choose. They will make or break your life.
Yes, sir.
And if you ain't get nothing else I said in this interview, they will make or break your life. The significant other that you choose. Mm-hmm. So choose wisely.
Hey man, look, look man, I had a friend of mine over all weekend, man, just dealing with that entanglement between him and the significant other, man. He slept on the couch, man. But at the end of the day, I told him, man, well, you know what you got. You need to get your ass back to the house, man. And so that was pretty much it, man. Yes, sir. I told him, man.
And it never stops. And so this is not just for kids. And I think what I just said is relevant for 6, 12, 18, 25, 30, 40, 50-year-old. It's relevant to us all. And it's a constant, it's like, you know, it's like grace and mercy is brand new every day. You gotta work on it. It's like, if you're gonna work, you're not gonna work one time and make money for the rest of your life. So you're not gonna choose a significant other or even choose a religion or something to believe in, work at it one day and it's gonna be perfect. You gotta wake up every day and for it to be, you know what I'm saying, to cultivate it. Everything has to be or it dies.
Yes, sir.
If you don't cultivate something, it dies. And that's anything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Man, so what's next for Broadcast Houston, man?
So what are we in? And so, okay, so it's November 23rd. And so, I mean, you're getting a lot of exclusives. I don't do a lot of interviews. Really, people don't reach out to me a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like I've done a lot. But so we have this thing. It's called Who the Hottest in the City. Okay. And because really I've been doing a lot of things for businesses, been doing a lot of black markets and everything. And artists like, hey, man, what's going on? So let me just run through each one of the projects that we're coming back with. And just, COVID is just, you know, depending on how COVID works, and we got to deal with, you know, how many people you can have in a venue, or do we do this virtually? But Who the Hottest in the City is, I know you've seen the verses, you know what I'm saying, with the Jeezy, and Gucci Man. So, you know, and so this is an answer to another question. A lot of the great things are just for the celebrities or the people with the blue checks. And so another thing I wanted to do is give that same atmosphere and congratulations and experience to, I won't even say lesser, well, I'll say lesser known because they don't have as many followers. And I've honored a lot of people to say, I've been doing this for 12 years, my first award. Lil Flip, we gave him a lifetime achievement. He went platinum. That's my fifth award in 25 years. And so you never really know. But so it's basically the underground verses to sum everything up. And so we have rappers versus rappers, singers versus singers. It'll be kind of like the NCAA tournament. We're gonna have brackets. You win, you go to the next person or whatever, and at the end, the winner receive. We're gonna have all these studio time, photography, free music videos, and everything. And we're gonna have this chiseled glass that says, "Hey, man, you're the hottest in the city." And it's a big package, and we do all this promo and video shoots and photo shoots. It's really a big EPK for artists. That's one. The Next Up Cypher is something that we've been doing. You can just type in Next Up Cypher in YouTube. And basically we get a bunch of artists, again, the singers, female rappers, male rappers. We give them the same beat, let them rap, shine a big bright light in their face, let them do their thing. Some people freeze. Everybody's not built for that bright light. I'm telling you, a lot of people in studio, a lot of people are comfortable around their friends and family. But we shine that bright light in their face. We have judges, and we take the best 6. And then we make a track out of it. We shoot a music video. We give them a lot of exposure. The obviously the honors. We're gonna continue honoring people in those 36 categories, top 10. We're looking forward to doing that. Drama-free experience, dress up. You know what I'm saying? Real grown and sexy. Like we even have youth stars. You know, the honors. We also have this singles game. It's called Truth, Dare, or Shots. And we've shown that, and we've done a couple pilot episodes where we're trying to figure the best way to do that or whatever. But basically, it's battle of the sexes and truth, dare, shot. Whoever takes 3 shots first loses, right? So it's a lot of pressure on, the males and females are gonna win. And what else do we have? Who the Hottest in the City? Next Up Cypher. We got the awards. We got the honors. Seems like it's one more thing that we have. But, I mean, we do a lot. A lot of people want Broadcast Houston to do a black market. I mean, we do it. It won't be a black market. It'll be for everybody. But we touch a lot of vendors, a lot of small businesses and everything. And so my thing is not, let me do it. I can make a post today and say, hey, who wants to do this? Pay me $25. We're going to meet up here. No promotion. And they don't sell and they get mad at me. I'd rather, use the whole network. Okay, how can the DJs, how can the artists and the PR and the media and the small businesses, get the painters and the musicians, how can we bring them all together to where people either making money or gaining exposure? And it's a win-win for everybody. So a lot of stuff we doing is trying to formulate everything's a project. So each one of these things is a project and they deal to my heart and they have a purpose. And the purpose is not for me to make the money. So those are the things you can look for in the near future.
Man, come on, man. Like you say, that purpose, man, that why is the reason behind it. Even when I'm in that building, man, and I'm talking to 100 staff, man, it's like what I'm telling them is good. But at the end of the day, they want to know why. Why you doing this? So awesome, man, to keep that in mind, man. People going to follow that. Man, well, if somebody want to contact you, man, they want to get with the media, come out, do some shows, just follow you on what you're doing. Other than that, man, how do they contact you, man, or where do they go to see all the Broadcast Houston info?
And you just said it. So, I mean, you can Google Broadcast Houston. You type Broadcast Houston in any social network. It's broadcasthouston@gmail.com. Broadcasthouston.com will get you. You can do the contact us through there. You can see a lot of our work, interviews. We have our price list for doing certain things. And, we have a few free projects, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be all about you. You probably have to prove yourself in front of people. But, if you want that one-on-one attention, you know what I'm saying? And we're very cost efficient. So that the goal is not to break people. The goal is to deliver a product to a person with great customer service. So just Broadcast Houston or anything, broadcasthouston@gmail.com.
That's it, man. I sure appreciate that time today, brother. I know it's a busy life, man. So just thank you for taking a few minutes out, man, to get with me today, man.
No, I appreciate you. And it's only 45 minutes. I thought it was going to be an hour. So, you know what I'm saying? If you got any more questions, I'm always available. We locked in now. You got me. So, you know what I mean? Anything, any ideas you got, anything you're doing. Like I said, I would tell people to try to make as much stuff as I can. Of course, more paid work is coming in right now. But do still try to support people because that's what started me out.
Yeah, man. That grassroots is everything, man. Staying grounded, brother. Because, hey, you like to say, stay down till you come up. Hey.
Yeah, stay down for the come up, sir.
Okay, man. I appreciate it, man. That'll do it, man. This is KT for KTTeeV signing out. 100.